From KTVU Fox 2 News, Breed's plea to stop shopping online, part of her plan to revitalize San Francisco's Union Square. And I guess that's fair enough. I don't really like shopping online. Obviously, sometimes you have to do it. It does make your life a little bit easier. But you're begging people to not shop online, but there's nothing left. Everybody knows. This is worldwide news that there are dozens, if not hundreds of stores that have left San Francisco. You're constantly talking about reimagining downtown, and you were telling them that they shouldn't shop online. Where else are they supposed to go, right? They're going to spend an hour inside the last Walgreens left to get a tube of toothpaste that's behind glass? Either way, my name's Eric. This channel is called Report and Opine. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm absolutely begging you.
I'm begging you, please. Come on, please.
Because it would help me a lot and it would cost you nothing. But if you wanted to help me even more and spend a little bit of money, go ahead and buy my book, New York City 2020, Gotham Unglued, on Amazon.com. That link will be in the description.
New plan today.
The goal is to bring more tourists to Union Square. KTVU's Henry Lee joined.
Wait, the goal is to bring more tourists to Union Square? I thought there was millions, billions, trillions of tourist dollars going through San Francisco, right? Isn't that what scumbag greaseball bang your wife Governor Gavin Newsom said? Oh, and then it turns out they're just spending more on everything because inflation is through the roof. So I thought the tourist dollars were doing fine. I thought it had all come back and we were doing good, right? And the junkie deaths, those were way down. We saved a lot of people because we put more law enforcement on the street, but then we were also too cowardly to admit that that might have actually helped the problem.
It's been a tragic year for overdoses because more people have died this year than ever before.
Well, the city set that all-time high benchmark for deaths. As the year drew to a close, the number of overdose deaths began trending downward. 84 deaths in January, 88 in August. By December, that number had dropped to 52 overdose deaths. On social media, Mayor London Breed noted the record number of deadly overdoses. In a series of posts, she said the city must continue to offer treatment programs and that, quote, we are also enforcing drug laws to shut down open-air drug markets. The downward trend roughly coincides with the increased federal, state, and local law enforcement crackdown in the city. City officials say it's too early to attribute the trend to increased enforcement.
But I digress.
Is now live in the city with more on the $1 million proposal. Henry.
Yeah, it's no secret Union Square has had its share of problems, including retail theft and store closures. But today, the mayor said the popular tourist spot is alive and vibrant, and that's why she's spending and investing in the area.
What else is she supposed to say? Right? I mean, she is a scumbag to the core, right? She's completely corrupt. And for whatever reason, it flies under the radar that, of course, she did pay nearly $23,000 in ethics violations fines. She collected gifts from the former Department of Public Works head, Mohamed Noor, who she was dating, and he got indicted by the feds. He gave her $5,600, even though she's the highest paid mayor in the country. So I digress. But my point is, what is she supposed to say? She's supposed to say, well, yeah, this is actually terrible and it's all my fault. And, you know, it's not all my fault. There's a lot of other corrupt Democrats who I'm working with and making this absolutely terrible. So, yeah, I guess in a weird, she has nothing else to say except for, oh, no, it's alive and well. We're doing really good.
For all of you folks who shop online, please stop.
San Francisco Mayor London Breed, perhaps only half joking while announcing a plan to revitalize Union Square, pushing back on any suggestions the city is unsafe.
The perception and the challenges around crime and other issues have just put out a lot of information that...
Yeah, the perception, right? Are you under the impression that you are living in a completely chaotic hellscape? Well, you shouldn't believe that. You should believe what I'm telling you. London Breed in a blue Batman villain suit, right? What are you using your instincts? Don't believe your lying eyes, you moron. I'm a Democrat. I'm going to tell you exactly how it's supposed to be.
Isn't entirely accurate.
The mayor says she set aside $15 million in her proposed budget to improve Union Square and nearby Yerba Buena to prove to everyone that San Francisco's turned the corner post-pandemic.
We are back, folks. We're not coming back. We are back.
Her plans include turning empty storefronts into longer-term pop-ups, launching a leasing campaign, providing reduced-cost parking in city garages, and maintaining a strong San Francisco police presence.
Oh, just doing the things that a normal, competent, only semi-corrupt mayor would do, right? I mean, you're holding press conferences to announce that you're going to do what you should have been doing since the first day you were elected.
Like these officers we spotted on an ATV. The mayor's backdrop, the Powell Street cable car turnaround, symbolizing what she hopes is a turnaround in how the world sees San Francisco. Her hope to turn attention away from businesses that have left, like Express and Nordstrom, and the planned closures of stores like Macy's and Williams-Sonoma. She said,
"Oh, give us a break, bro. You know that list goes on. That the list of nationwide household name brands that have left San Francisco is astronomical. And that's not even including the small mom and pop businesses that have also left, right? They've either been, governed out of business by the political regime, or they have been robbed blind by the criminal thugs, the citizen thugs of San Francisco. But don't worry, because they don't even believe in crime in San Francisco.
You guys worried about consequences like from the police out here?
What? San Francisco doesn't believe in crime. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Shout out the DA, though. Oh, shout out London Breed, too.
As retail theft and car break-ins have declined significantly.
We are starting to see and feel a difference.
This is just so... imagine how down bad you have to be, how awful the problem is to say, oh, well, retail thefts and car break-ins are down significantly. Even though I highly doubt that's true, right? The reports of them are probably down because 911 doesn't even work.
Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. But we are doubling down, working hard.
What we're seeing here behind us is all of us, a village coming together and saying we want the heart of our city to beat strong again.
There has always been good here in Union Square, even in times where we've been dealing with more difficult moments.
Lauren Ellis is partner and director at CK Contemporary, a Union Square art gallery.
We're here at the front row of the cable cars, and we have a lot of wonderful openings that are happening as well. There are new stores going in on Post Street.
Yeah, I'm sure. And this is like the meme of like the crying face NPC Wojak thing with a mask of a smiley face on top of it. Like, yeah, you can say it's all good, but we all know the truth. And it's a similar thing with the Transformers. If you have to keep telling people that you're actually a woman or you're actually a man, then clearly you're not, because otherwise we would just be able to tell.
New galleries opening.
This couple visiting from Mexico said their experience has been positive.
We didn't hear anything about crime, just to stay away from some areas, and we found San Francisco.
We didn't hear anything about crime, says the Mexican couple traveling, except for actually we did, and we were told to steer clear of certain neighborhoods, which obviously they're talking about the Tenderloin, but that's not the only place you need to steer clear. I mean, just don't go. Yeah, this couple, who's not even from the States, says, oh, it's been very positive, and we didn't. Fine, you want to pretend you didn't hear anything about crime? Even though in the next breath you admit that you did. This is brutal.
Oh, great. We loved it.
So the goal here is to reframe the narrative and remind people near and far that San Francisco is not about doom and gloom, that there's plenty of positives here in the city. Live in San Francisco.
Yeah, we need to reframe the narrative because people are sort of, thinking for themselves, and they are realizing the demise going on all around them. But what we need to do is let them know that we're actually in charge, and we are going to tell them what and how to think. And here from CBS News Bay Area, London Breed's literal partner in crime, the San Francisco DA, Brooke Jenkins.
Shout out the DA, though. Oh, shout out London Breed, too.
Who I guess is a tiny bit better than former DA, son of domestic terrorist Chesabuddin. But I mean, it is a slippery slope, right? They got rid of that weirdo guy who was all about ushering in communism by force and letting the criminals run roughshod, to Brooke Jenkins, who is going to play the weirdo race gender card at every possible turn. I mean, it is a corrupt race to the bottom. But now they say new San Francisco DA initiative offers beacon of hope for struggling youth. So I guess the struggling youth is looking to the corrupt political regime rather than the parents or the family or the teachers. No, I guess the DA is going to come in and help them.
People headed on the wrong path before they go too far down that road. That is the idea behind a new program in the San Francisco District Attorney's Office that's meant to boost youth crime prevention efforts. DA Brooke Jenkins on that new program.
Yes, having to have accountability, of course, we have to in society, but making sure that we balance that with what it takes to transform this system that we know has been unfair and has disproportionately impacted certain communities.
And the work of helping our young people is on the hearts and minds of so many people doing that work in our community. Jose Martinez caught up with one group in the Mission District for their secret to success.
I'm here at the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts, one of the places offering opportunities for young.
Bro, okay, first of all, Brooke Jenkins, she just spews political platitude word salad about like, oh, the disadvantaged communities in our youth. And then this guy, look, I see him cover a whole bunch of stories and it's like, bro, you barely even speak English. You're obviously part of the regime. Ugh.
People impacted by crime and violence. And now the DA says more help is on the way.
Okay, yep. When the DA says help is on the way, especially in San Francisco, that's your cue to exit.
Bianca Vasquez, a 22-year-old intern at the Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts, is one of many benefiting from youth programs in San Francisco.
I think it's great because it's giving a lot of youth, especially starting at the age of 16, which we know a lot of teens tend to start to really rebel, go into gangs, stay in the streets, have like their really teen angsty stuff go on.
She tells me this program has changed her life because she was able to find some guidance through this opportunity while going through personal issues that ended up forcing her to drop out of college.
Is to get out of that cycle of continuation of the drugs, the violence.
There's just no way. To get out of the cycle of despair in San Francisco, you're going to look to the DA's office and expect that to snap you out of it?
The gangs and to spew off getting out that crab bucket of negativity and just sprout into something more and become stronger. That's what I really appreciate with these.
Yeah, bro, you should cry about it.
Youth programs.
Martina Ayala is the executive director of this center. She tells me Bianca made it all the way here through a...
Bro, give me a break. Oh, this guy is... okay, I'm sure obviously English is not his first language. That's why he sounds like this. And look, I guess I'm nitpicking here, but these media personalities are also terrible. And bro, why don't you button up your shirt?
Partnership with the Bay Area Community Resources.
For us to be able to have paid interns through programs that have been funded to provide youth and redirect youth and provide them with opportunities.
And I'm also noticing here that it says Mission Cultural Center for Latino Arts. So sometimes it's Latinx, who this reporter, what Jose Martinez or whatever his name is, has been on record actually saying Latinx or Latinx or whatever. But then, of course, that went by the wayside and we're supposed to use the phrase Latine or Latine. I don't know. All to make it gender neutral. But then you got this, I don't know, 70-year-old Latina lady and the lower third says Latino. So they obviously can't keep up with their own propaganda. So I'm not exactly sure how they are expecting anybody else to.
Other than, you know.
Well, actually, I take that back. They're not expecting you to. They're just expecting you to obey. Because they know just as well as we know that what we say today could be different from what we said yesterday, which will also be different from what we say tomorrow. So we're not trying to get you to keep track. We're just trying to make sure that you jump through the hoops as we lay them down.
it's a wonderful thing for us.
But Bianca's story is not unique. Many young people in the Bay Area are in need of similar help. That's why this Wednesday...
Bro, this guy sounds like Latino Chat GPT. He sounds like a bot.
San Francisco District Attorney Brooke Jenkins announced that major initiative to address this need, the Access to Hope Initiative.
So many people end up in the criminal justice system because they are hopeless, and so they end up making poor choices because they feel they have nothing to lose. And so the goal is to provide opportunities for engagement, career exploration for our youth and our young adults.
Wait, this lady hasn't gotten the memo, right? That Democrats in California, Democrats in New York have all sort of, and Bo Biden himself is now sort of backtracking on absolutely crazy ideas. So it's only a matter of time before that happens. If anything is on the level, which it probably isn't. So who knows what the hell is going on, which of course is also part of the plan, is just to create chaos so you can't keep track of anything.
So that they can feel that they have a chance to ascend to something above the circumstances that they are currently in.
The DA says applications are open.
Okay, she's taking her cues from Kamala. It's just like none of these people can just shoot it straight and have a little bit of authenticity. It's all so fake and phony and plastic, right? My mind is boggled. And that could have worked in 1998 or even 2008, but everybody has a computer in their pocket. Everybody has a camera in their pocket. So just start being truthful, because of course, eventually the truth will come out, but these people don't care. They're going to run roughshod either way. But I do remain hopeful. I'm trying to remain glass half full that when you see little things like, of course, I always use the Bumble example, but when you see Bo Biden backtracking on asylum seekers, and you see Kickback Kathy backtracking on congestion pricing, and you see Gavin Newsom backtracking on $25 an hour medical minimum wage, they know that they can't, those are so crazy that they can't risk having an entire population of people mad at them.
Take a look at this website where young people between the ages of 14 and 24 can go right now and take advantage of experiences like a shadow day at the DA's office. This effort comes as the number of victims of crime under the age of 18 served by the Victim Services Division has significantly increased in the past year.
We are seeing that they are being victimized more and more. We know that with the drug crisis going on, amongst other things, that they're being exposed to situations that, could have a
And you're literally responsible for not locking up any of the dope dealers.
Negative influence on their lives as people openly use drugs, often in San Francisco. We know that there are challenges within our public school system here.
That's why Bianca tells me that now there's a beacon of hope through these programs, showing that with the right support, young lives can positively redirect.
To know that it is available until you're the age of 24 to 25, that's a big opportunity. Why would you miss that?
Yeah, pull on the heartstrings, cry about it a little more, and then you got the weirdo Chat GPT Mexican reporter. It's all completely ridiculous. And this is obviously them just ushering in more communism. There's another story out of San Francisco where there's literally a free grocery store opening up in the Bayview, which I can only assume is going to last a month or two. And more on that later in a completely separate video, I suppose. But really quick, This is a little bit older. This is from February 2024. So they have Mayor London Breed saying, don't shop online because we're going to revitalize downtown San Francisco. And then we have Brooke Jenkins saying that they're starting a new youth initiative program, which, for the record, they didn't specify anything. It's just some girl crying about how there's a clubhouse in the Mission District or something, and that weirdo Latino reporter with his chest out. But this new bill proposes that all businesses carry opioid antidote and first aid kits. I don't know, this page is crazy with ads, but all businesses, every single one, every single business in San Francisco is required, could possibly be required to carry opioid overdose reversal medication, because they know that their population is apparently so overrun with junkies. This is how they fix stuff. Almost every business has to capitulate to the junkie population, that we have to be careful that, if they want to come into our business, we are obligated to save them. And I guess this is how they believe, this is how they are selling you on the solution to the problems that they created.